It is Friday, June 25th of 2021. And I've had some adventures. We're going to talk about it right here on Guy's Daily Drive. Bam. 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 And good morning and welcome to Guy's Daily Drive. Now, the last time that I did a Guy's Daily Drive, I think I was talking about that I was going to have some time off to help my son Peter and his significant other Liza move, which I did over the last 2 days. And lessons learned. There's always lessons to be learned. Now, for people who live in this area, you know what the traffic is like. You know what the traffic can be like. It just sucks. So my original plan, they wanted me there early on Thursday, the 24th, whatever yesterday. Yeah, 24th. Oh, hold on, I got a mosquito in here. And I figured, I don't want to deal with having to get up at ridiculous o'clock in the morning to go down to Peter and Liza's, so I don't have to deal with traffic. So I figured, okay, I'm going to take half a day off on Wednesday and then drive down before the traffic gets bad. Spend the night on an inflatable mattress that I have that I use when I go to my friend Dave's house in Ohio. And then we'll get up early on Thursday and we'll do this move. And I don't really know what I was expecting, because they have some stuff. Their roommates and roommate and another future roommate has stuff. So I wasn't sure what size truck to get. So I recommended, and they rented the truck themselves, I recommended a 20-footer. And when I got down there Wednesday and I saw what they were moving, and they weren't moving hardly any of their little things, all of the kitchen appliances, and pots and pans and all that, they didn't have any of that packed, and it wasn't going to be packed until later on, because they don't actually have to be out of the place until, I think it's sometime between July 15th and July 20th. So they've got 2 to 3 weeks before they have to be completely vacant out of this apartment, or the townhouse that they're in. So it's like, okay. So when we go to get the truck, we downsized it from 20 feet to 15 feet. And I'm glad we did, especially considering everything that happened. So we get the truck back up to where the townhouse is, and we have lots of help. Besides Peter and Liza and their roommate Leanne, there was Leanne's boyfriend who was moving in with them, and Leanne's father. Who else? I guess that was it. But there were, 6 people there to move things. Plenty of help. And I guess the first thing that really kind of surprised me, now I have rented moving trucks before, and in almost every case it was a long, arduous project where, you've got to go just jump through all these stupid hoops just to get the truck. And so I had recommended to Liza, because she was one renting it, that we set the pickup for 8:30. So we left the house and we got to the moving where they had the trucks. And it was a pet store of all things, which was weird. Lots of cute puppies. But we were out of there before 9 o'clock, and I was stunned. And we got the 15-foot truck that week. So we drive back to the townhouse, and we had everything loaded by 10:30. You know, so it only took like an hour and a half to get everything loaded. And it was like almost like a game of Tetris, where, you know, if you've ever moved before and you've got a moving van, you want to use the space as efficiently as possible. Especially since we'd gotten a smaller truck than we had originally asked for. I didn't want to look like an idiot and go, okay, well, I recommended that you go from a 20-foot to a 15-foot truck, and it's too small, because that would have been really, really bad. So we had everything loaded by like 10:30, and Liza was in the truck with me while Peter and everybody else drove down in their cars. I needed Liza with me because there was a way into their new place that was a series of right-hand turns instead of any left-hand turns. And in a big truck, you want to make as few left-hand turns as possible. Right-hand turns are preferred. And so we get down there, and we had the whole truck unloaded by 12:30. I mean, I wasn't even anticipating being out of their original townhouse before 1 o'clock, and by 12:30 we had the entire move done. It was stunning. And they started to kind of move stuff around a little bit, but it was like, you know what, I'm hungry. Can we, let's just get some food, and then I've got to get back. So some Popeyes later, Liza and I climb back into the truck, and it's before 2 o'clock. And we didn't get back to their place. And this is a move of roughly 15 miles, maybe, let's say 17 miles, with a little bit of mileage between the two houses off the interstate. 17 miles. It took us 2 hours to get back to their old place. And what added to it was we had to stop and fill this truck up with gas. And the first place we went to was out of gas, because there was actually a truck there that was refilling their tanks, but we weren't going to sit around and wait for that, so we had to go down to another station going south on Route 1 in the middle of rush hour traffic, which took like 45 minutes to go about 2.5 miles. And we would finally get the truck filled up, and going north was a breeze because everybody was trying to go south. Turn the truck in, get back to Peter and Liza's old place. And at this point, I had been driving in terrible traffic because there was accidents and all kinds of stuff that was just making it miserable in a big truck that had a real crappy front end. It was a chore to keep it in the lane because it kept trying to drift to one side or the other. And just a nightmare. Excuse me. So I wasn't really in the mood to just jump back in another car and head north for an hour or so to get home. So we sat there, and I pulled out my iPad, and Liza and I watched a couple of episodes of Rick and Morty, which is a show that I guess my son Guy and Peter have been telling me about for the last 4 years, but I've just recently started to watch. I've just got done with season 1, and I'm moving on to season 2. But we watched like 2 episodes of Rick and Morty, and then I finally got back on the road, and there was even more traffic going north. So the whole thing, I mean, I didn't get home 6:30, I guess, something along those lines. And so moving, always try to have everything pre-staged for the people that are going to help you move, so that you don't have to spend a lot of time doing that. And if you have a truck, why not have as much stuff as you possibly can pre-packed, regardless of how much time you have left, so that you can just do it all in one big fell swoop. Because now they're going to have to spend the next 2-3 weeks, a couple of boxes at a time, going from the old place and back up to the new place. And I don't know. I just think that that's kind of a waste, but they're handling it. You know, they're adults now. It is on them. I'm happy to help in whatever way, shape, or form that I can. And it involved driving this big unwieldy truck, such a crappy truck, and moving some stuff around for him. I was happy to do it. But I think that is going to do it for me this morning. I'm on my way to work. I'll be at work pretty soon. If you'd like to get a hold of me, email address is guy@mymac.com. You can reach me on the Twitters. I am Mac Parrot and Vert Shark. At YouTube, just look up the Vert Shark. You know, do a search for Vert Shark. All my videos will come up. If you'd like to help contribute to the madness that is Guy's Daily Drive, patreon.com/PayPal, coffee, ko-fi.com/Mac Parrot. What did I just say? I said PayPal for the previous one. Patreon.com/Mac Parrot, coffee, ko-fi.com/Mac Parrot, and PayPal. There we go. PayPal.me/Mac Parrot to pay a pal. That's about it. Thank you to everyone who has downloaded and or watched, listened, however you got this content. I appreciate the fact that you've done so. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. All you got to do. So easy. We'll see you guys next time right here on Guy's Daily Drive. Bye-bye.